Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your good pal Izzy Presley here, and this is the KISS Solo Records Drunken Summit. Chad Stewart from Faster Pussycat, DJ Will, who else do we got? Johnny Martin, LA Guns, Brynn Arens from FLIPP, Phil Shouse from Accept, and Ace and Gene, yada yada yada. Y'all know that. And of course, hosted by yours truly right here, your pal Izzy Presley. Funny story, some dumbass forgot to hit record on the video part of it until 43 minutes in. So you will only have audio until about 43 minutes in. Then the video will start and it's game on as usual. So let us sit back, enjoy a great conversation again about the KISS Solo Records. This was started again. Eddie Trunk did his experiment where you make your own album out of the records, and of course we all did that. Mine is laminated, as you will also see in the show, from when I was on Eddie giving my response. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's talk some more KISS, eh?
Hi, this is Bobby Brown, and welcome to another fucking podcast.
My liver's all twisted up. But you know what I did? I loaded up with alcohol, more specifically vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Who wants an orange whip? Orange whip? Orange whip? 3 orange whips.
So you're bored, are ya? I've come here to break your monotony. Let me have my piece, because I'm shooting with this one, folks. I don't care, man.
The unscripted, uncensored, loose cannon of commentary.
Why did you say that? Why? Why? You come out with stink like that? Poop. Your poop mouth. Poop out of your mouth.
See, son? Old legends never die. They just lose weight.
Like a legend and an out-of-work bum look a lot alike, Daddy.
I've got a midget friend, an albino friend, and another friend who thinks Lord of the Rings is real. Together we call ourselves the Unfuckables.
Quinton is in. Let the fun begin.
Body touch.
God, you're an asshole, man.
I've never heard of Danielle.
Hello, Hollywood. Hello, world. Hello, my loyal minions. It is good to see you, and as always, good to be seen. This is another effing podcast. It is the Drunken Summit, and we are talking the KISS solo albums. We are giving our lists and checking them twice. It is going to be a fun conversation. We have a great show. This is going to be amazing. Before we get there, please check out all the social media at Real Izzy Presley, all the way across the board, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And of course, the show page is another effing podcast, where the Shop Now link is there, and you can buy all the great merch, except for this beautiful shirt I'm wearing right now as I'm touching my boobies. These shirts, there is only 11 of these jersey tees left. I have like 3 double X's, and I have like 8 mediums. So if you want one of them and you're in the continental United States of America, PayPal me $20 and I will ship one out to you. izzypresley@yahoo.com is at PayPal. And if you just like what I do, send me money. And here's another thing that I keep forgetting to tell people when we do these Drunken Summits. If you, a listener, wants to be a part of a Drunken Summit, it is very easy. Send me a $100 donation and you can be on a show with all of these great guests like we have tonight. Chad Stewart, Faster Pussycat. Hold on, let me unmute you guys so we can do this right. Chad Stewart from Faster Pussycat and Motochrist, an act, a tribute to Ace Frehley, is here. Welcome, Chad. Welcome back.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Philip Shouse has returned. It's been a while, and he has returned. We know him from Accept. We know him from the Rock and Roll Residency. We know him from the Ace Frehley Band and the Gene Simmons Band. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I've certainly missed this. My first Tuesday summit in a long time.
Yeah, it's great to have you
So,
back. First timer is joining us from my second favorite band of all time, FLIPP. Ladies and gentlemen, Brynn Arens. Welcome, sir. That beautiful Rock Steady t-shirt.
Good one.
It's glorious. DJ Will has returned. Welcome.
What's up, Will?
Hi, Will.
And
Guys.
ladies and gentlemen,
in a place to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, he has returned. You know him from the LA Guns. You love him from the LA Guns, and you love him in Act a Tribute to Ace Frehley. Johnny Martin is back. I'm getting up my official drink.
Yeah.
There he is.
Hello, girls. Now, can you guys hear me?
Absolutely.
What is that thing?
Loud and clear.
This is the official drink
Okay,
of
cool.
the podcast. This is an Orange Whip. All you Blues Brothers fans out there will get that reference.
Interesting.
Orange Whip.
Is there booze in it? Like
Yes,
vodka?
there is. Yes, there is. Vodka, rum, orange juice, and heavy cream. It tastes like an Orange Julius.
Diet
amazing.
Coke. I feel so weak.
No, that's all right,
And
man.
semen.
Look. Brynn, did you
I'm drinking Dandelion Blend. I think I win the wheat contest.
Brynn,
Maybe.
No.
Some bootleg.
Cherry bubbly.
Oh, nice.
Cherry bubbly.
Cherry bubbly. Brynn,
Or
did
bubbly.
you get a nap in? You good? Or are you gonna be able to
Me?
hang with us? Yeah.
Dude, this is the latest I've been up since I don't even know when.
Well, we are proud to have you.
Where are you located?
In Minneapolis.
Oh shit. Okay.
Which means, it's only 8 o'clock here.
But you're out early.
Dude, I get up at like 1 in the morning. 2 in the morning sometimes. 3 in the morning sometimes. That's when I'm in my hole-in-the-wall studios right now, and I have a whole family here. So it's really the one time that I can get down here and work on my music. And once I get started, 2 1-hitters and a cup of coffee, and I'm going.
Nice. Very, very nice. So we are here to debate, discuss, debunk, however you want to call it, the Kiss solo records. And this is going to be fun. And Brynn, I want to start with you, Brynn, because you are the longest in the tooth of this group. Johnny Martin's like 90, but
hey, I've got 2 teeth.
You were how old were you when they came out in 78?
37. No, how old was I? Well, I can tell you this much. I bought the first Kiss record from Columbia House a week before it hit the stores. The first album.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you could get it on Columbia House. And it was literally like an advanced version of, and it was Alice Cooper, Billion Dollar Babies or Killer or something. If you like this and Black Sabbath, Paranoid, and Deep Purple, Machine Head, you might like this. And
when you did you just, so it's just one of those things, you just saw it there and you're like, what the hell is this? I have to have this.
Yeah. And how old was I? 11. Same deal with the first New York Dolls album.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. So when you what were your thoughts? I mean, being there from the beginning, what were your initial thoughts when the solo records came out, when you first
the solo records. I was talking about the first Kiss record. The solo albums, fucking Paul Stanley's solo album didn't leave the cassette deck in my 1965 Mustang convertible.
Oh, nice.
In red.
Nice.
Fully rusted, mind you.
Of course. Was that the first one you bought?
No, yeah. Yep.
Chad, what about you?
First one I bought was the Gene Simmons one on 8-track.
Nice. Shouse.
Aces. It's the only one I had. It's the only one I had for a long time too.
Okay, Johnny, what about you?
I waited for 5 hours in front of the record store and I bought all 4.
Really?
Wow.
With the bag? Did you get the bag? Didn't they come in a bag if you bought all of them?
Yeah, but this is all I have left here. I mean, I don't have the posters that came with it, but I have all the original records right here. So.
Hey, Johnny, do you have the inserts that came with them too?
No.
Not even the merchandise ones, huh?
No. The only thing I have as far as Kiss memorabilia, I still have the Rock and Roll Over stickers, the Kiss Love Gun, and the Alive 2 tattoos. So other than that, but all these, because when I moved out of the house when in my early 20s, my dad's like, "Oh, he's not going to need this shit anymore," and he threw it all out.
So he made a judgment call for you. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. He got rid of the lunch pail.
Oh,
he got rid of the game. Yeah, I still have one Kiss on tour game though, so I'm still good.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Nice. Yeah. I am extremely jealous. What about you there, Will?
I was 12 at the time, and you remember there was a TV advert. You can probably find this on YouTube, but there was a TV advert for those solo albums. And for me, it was just seeing the commercial and seeing all their faces and the whole deal. And this is got 78. This is kind of like, I want to say, someone correct me here. Is this before or after Phantom of the Park?
They came out after, because they came out in September. Well, they came out after it was filmed, but before it was released.
It was released.
Before the film was released.
Yeah, because
right.
It was. I think it was filmed in May and released on Halloween.
God, then instead of 10, they would have.
Oh, right.
6.
Okay. Yeah. After a while, the memory goes, because I was at Magic Mountain for that. Got tickets to.
Oh shit!
Really?
Yeah. So that's just that's not to one up anybody, but that's just an unrelated thing to the solo albums.
Did you see John 5 there?
With that.
Hey, Will, did you see John 5 there?
John 5 was probably Ohio, and not
he
to
was
the
there.
level of.
He was there.
Oh, he was not there. Okay, well, we'll have a discussion at another time.
Fair enough.
What year did the movie come out?
78.
78.
78. So when they filmed it, let's say technically 77 or whatever, I was about 9 years old. There was a station out here called 10Q, and I won tickets to go to the filming of that, but they said, what's that?
Will, you're breaking up.
10Q, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm breaking up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But I won the tickets, but my parents weren't around, and they said I was too young to receive them, so I wasn't able to go.
Oh my God! They filmed it in May of '78. Then they did the solo.
Yeah.
records.
Okay.
Then it was released on Halloween, but I think it was released. Was it released earlier in Europe? The movie?
I don't know. It was called something different in Europe too.
Attack of the Phantoms.
Attack of the Phantoms.
Attack of the Phantoms.
And that's the version they use the music of the solo records in. So you're having a fight scene with, that's the kind of sugar Papa likes, is the background music. For the fight.
Are you kidding me?
It's just you've never seen it.
Right.
You've never seen it.
No.
It's the most mismatched music with what's the action in the movie ever. It's hilarious.
Publishing coup.
Yeah, exactly.
That is.
There you go. Well, I suppose it would maybe to promote the solo records too.
It made sense. They could have. I mean, even with the music on those records, they could have picked better music to match with what's happening in the scenes.
It
was terrible.
That means I have to cross. That's the kind of sugar Papa likes off of my list.
Don't do that.
I was surprised how often that came up on Trunk's show.
I know.
I think a lot too. Just real quick with that song, and there was no proper music supervisor at Hanna-Barbera. They just want Kiss as an entity to do this movie, to get it on TV, because it was a big deal. You're seeing the advert in TV Guide. Then there was a thing for the solo albums on TV, as I was saying previously. But everything, the build-up after the movie was on NBC, and then later the solo albums are coming, and then there's advertisement everywhere. So all the four members on the album covers, I'm getting them, and I'm getting them all at once, no matter what. It wasn't like, I'll get one week, I'll get one the next week. They obviously, we all know, they all came out at once. I think they all shipped 1.5 million.
Yep.
Oops.
And that's why there were so many cutouts and use bins for years because they shipped so many, and but it was a thing because all four members of KISS, individual faces on these albums. Oh, I'm collecting this, like I'm collecting the dolls. So we didn't know what we were going to get because it was four members with their own song. So that was a whole thing for my 12-year-old mind to process, because Gene, Paul, Peter, and Ace were going to be performing with other musicians that weren't the other members of KISS. Mm-hmm. So that was very intriguing. Again,
who were musicians
at that time.
Yeah, exactly.
I told Bill, I said, after the records flopped, what you should have did is told people if they didn't buy all four, KISS would break up.
And it happened.
And it happened.
My first one was, I think it was Gene's. And I remember that I never had Aces until I was a teenager. My mom got me the other three, but she never got me Aces, which is weird because Ace is my favorite member, obviously. I remember taking the Gene solo record to kindergarten show and tell and playing Living in Sin. It was awesome.
Yeah, you did.
You're not alone in that. You're not alone in taking
during nap time.
Quick story. Junior high school graduation or whatever. We had an option. Everyone had an option to bring music. I think the homeroom to have everyone vote on. I can't believe I'm telling you the story. I can't believe I'm remembering that either. Everyone had the option to bring music to everyone could vote on to play. So whatever people probably brought, Saturday Night Fever soundtrack and all kinds of other things. I brought Gene's, believe I'm telling this. I brought Gene's album, and I tried to play the safest song on there so everyone would lighten up. And it was When You Wish Upon a Star. I played it without telling who it was, and because you had 11 and 12-year-old girls in the class, it was a whole thing, and I don't know, it was a whole.
I love the fact that even at that age, you had some kind of radio sensibility. Because all right, I have to go with the safest song I can possibly find here.
Yeah. Bringing the records to school was a big deal. Apologies, not junior high, it was grade school. I don't know, it was sixth grade. Toluca Lake Elementary, to be exact.
Nice. I do remember, now that I think about it, when the albums came out, specifically looking at, so I was in a band at the time, so I had three other buddies who were also going to be buying one. So there was a bit of, I know for a fact Carrie's going to buy Simmons's album. Guppy will buy Ace's album. I'm going to get Paul's. Back then, and bringing an album to school was a big deal because you didn't want anybody to ask you to borrow it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I mean, they were really a commodity.
Yeah.
The feeling that album, God, dude, can I borrow that? Think about that. Can I borrow that album from you? That was like a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Brynn, let me ask you this. I mean, because if you had, it's like, all right, I know he's going to get this one. He's going to get this one. But then they all come out and you find that poster on the inside. Did that just immediately make you want to buy the rest of them so you can get all of the posters?
No.
No.
Not me, I'm sorry to say.
Okay.
I bummed out on the posters. So, like I did the Pop Love Gun. I'm like, no. What's this?
So does anybody have them up? Does anybody have them up all connected?
No.
I like them now, though.
I gotta
hold it.
It's I have them when I was working for Universal. When I first moved out here, the lady that was sitting at the desk right next to me, she was working on it on the that big box set that came in the case where they put everything back in, all the albums, and you got all the posters again.
Oh yeah,
the road case. Yeah.
Mine, it's mine's sitting right over there.
Nice, of course it is. Right next to your vault.
Yeah, it is actually.
He got a vault for free.
Yeah, of course he did. And so she's like, dude, I know you're a big Kiss fan. Do you want this stuff? And she like gave me some of the sleeves and like all four of the posters and like the Alive book, the Alive 2 book, the fucking, or was there a book? I don't even remember. The tattoos. She just gave me the love gun. She gave me all that shit. So I have all of the posters. I mean, they're the reprints, but if it's going to go on the wall, I don't give a fuck, you know?
I thought the book in the originals was the coolest thing they ever put in an album.
I don't think I've seen that.
See, I'm a little older than you guys, so that pop gun thing, and when I started seeing Kiss, I mean, I think it's fun and kitschy now, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't cool to see Kiss notebooks at Target.
Yeah, it was corny.
Cool.
Right.
See, now I was so young that it was cool for me.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The same thing.
Because
hey, dude, what you're saying about the originals booklet? Just keep in mind they continue that tradition with Alive 2.
Yeah,
that's
the evolution,
you know, like
of Kiss.
Yeah. So
yeah, I like the
Alive
one and the Alive a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, shit. I mean, like I said, I was a kid. I mean, I had the Gene Simmons Dynasty poster when he was sitting on I think he was sitting on a throne and he had the Dynasty outfit on, and
the superhero look.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Pose, yeah.
Yeah, and I think I had one of the notebooks too, but yeah, I was enthralled with that shit, and I think that's what initially drew me to the band, being so young. You know, walking through a Shopko when they had a fucking record department and just seeing it and going, oh my God, what is that? And then I get fucking Destroyer for Christmas and it's over.
Well, you know, the iconic Spirit of 76 poster.
Yep.
I got that when I was a little kid. My parents took me to Circus in Vegas, out of all places. You know, it's in a gift shop in Circus.
Yeah.
You know, and that excited me. I'm like, oh my God, this is that new band that I like. And it wasn't new. It had been around for a few years.
Right.
But I love that stuff, you know. So yeah, seeing a notebook at a grocery store or department store was cool to me.
Yeah, yeah. But Brynn, let me ask you this. I mean, being, you know, as the age that you were when that shit was really starting to pop, like the toys and that stuff, did that turn a lot of people off the band?
When I came on to it, and a lot of people that I hung out with, it was Kiss and the Dolls and the New York Dolls, and it was a New York thing. And Aerosmith, Get Your Wings. It was very East Coast, raw, gritty shit. And then as soon as that like toy thing came into it, we all kind of went, eh. Just like with Alice Cooper, when that started to get silly, we all just went, you know, you and me ain't no movie star. We were like out.
Really?
Yeah, that's how old I am now. I mean, it says it's more about my age, really, than any sort of discriminatory taste thing, you know? Mm-hmm, it's just the way it was.
Yeah. Johnny, what about you? What were your thoughts?
You're a purist.
My thoughts with what exactly, though?
What? Like what he was talking about.
I said he's a purist.
You're
get
a purist, yeah.
I guess.
I mean, those things. I mean, I was just a little kid, so that stuff didn't turn me off. It was actually more. It drew me in more.
Yeah.
You know, I tried to get everything that I could. You know, I asked for a Kiss doll for Christmas. You know, I wanted Gene. They gave me Paul, so I cried. But I got a doll. You know,
I got Paul too.
And during the, I think it was like
Gene would love to hear that.
During the elder, I cut its hair, so I gave it a short Paul.
Of course you did.
So it's not worth anything anymore, you know. So.
Or is it?
Well, Johnny, well, you could use your skills and make an elder outfit to put on it to match the short hair, then sell it on eBay. Say, this is a one-off.
By you,
little headband or something.
He's so good. He's so good.
The little Olivia
Newton-John Xanadu headband. So good.
Oh God.
The bank with a bank in the back. He's
Oh God. Going to the chat room really quick. Lori checking in from Australia. Australia Day yesterday, so we got on Zoom and got hammered last night. And listened to Xanadu. It was great. Lori wants to know, what did he win? You did not win, Chad Stewart. What else do we got?
If he wants me.
I mean, if you want him, you can have him. Gunter says, it's only 8:00. Same here, Flip man.
I got nothing.
Brandon Fields. From Minefield.
Hey, Brandon.
I've been on his show a couple times, and we got in a fight with Jeremy Asbrock. I was talking about how great X and Sex is, and Jeremy's like, no, it's fucking terrible, and he wants to know if you could replace one song on Paul's album with X and Sex, which one are you replacing? For me, probably the ballad.
Agreed.
Yeah. And then Lori wants to know, is there a post-drink after the show? Of course there is. Of course there is.
You're ditching Hold Me, Touch Me?
Yeah. Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. This is an exclusive. Danny Nordahl is on the phone right now. Danny, we are... we are talking about the Kiss solo records. I got Chad here. I got Phil from the Rock and Roll Residency. I got Brynn from Flip. I got Johnny Martin. I got DJ Will. So say hi, Danny.
Hi, Danny.
So we're live on the air, Danny.
I don't know the answer to that. First of all, Chad's there. Hi, Chad. He wouldn't answer my call. I know you're busy. Why am I not on the podcast?
Do you want to debate the solo records?
Debate.
Whatever. Hi, Johnny. I'll make something up.
He only wants to talk to Johnny, of course.
Yeah.
I'll be like I'm friends with Chad if I can get on the air.
We'll get you on the next one there, brother.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Slim Tender.
Danny Nordahl, ladies and gentlemen.
Danny Nordahl. Where were we? Here, let's do this. All right, what time is it? 6:25. Let's do this. First half of the show brought to you by Beater Amplification. That's 2 E's, beateramplification.com. They are hand-built, hand-wired, 100% tube, 100 watts of testicular fortitude. Brynn, you've heard them. When Flip did those gigs out here last year that I was lucky enough to get up and play Freak with you guys.
What did I say? What did I say when I plugged into it? And you said, I didn't think ever in my life I would hear you say that.
Yeah.
Am I too loud?
Thing sounds fucking great. They're out of Mankato, Minnesota.
Oh.
And look, if you want your very own Izzy Presley TCB1 beater amp, you can get one. Just hit up my good buddy Ross over at Beater, and you can have the very first one.
There it is.
Hand built, hand wired. Yeah, there, Johnny's got the solo album commercial. Very cool. And good friends over at Mackie. You want to get into home recording and podcasting? Hit up Mackie, Mackie. Dude, it's cheap. Studio bundles, dude. Like, you can get in for like $250, $300,
Right.
and it is a great way to get started because we all know that's what we need is more fucking podcasts. So you can do it too. There you go. Hit up our good friends at Mackie, Mackie.com. There we go.
M-I-C.
Johnny, do you have furry boots on?
Those were my very
I've
first words.
I've got my Uggs.
You do have furry Uggs on.
It's fucking cold in LA, dude.
I know.
I'm here. I know.
I know.
I saw you at the grocery last week.
You did?
He did. He walked right by.
Yes,
we
did.
walked right by each other. We looked at each other.
We walked
like,
right by each other and
you.
then texted each other. Was that you?
Let's get into ranking the albums a little bit. I mean, I want to go around and I want to know your overrated and underrated, the two. Chad, why don't you start? What do you think's the most overrated, and which ones do you think's the most underrated?
This is going to sound crazy. I think Aces is the most overrated, but let me explain why.
Agreed.
I think everyone was so surprised that he could do anything at that point because no one had really heard him do anything but Shock Me up till that point. So I think everybody's always, sucking his cock for that being such a great record. And it is a great record because it's the one that sounds the ballsiest and sounds probably most like Kiss, as far as riffs and stuff go. So, but I still think it gets probably more credit than it really deserves.
Wow.
So that's what and underrated, I'm going to go Gene's solo record. I think given after time, I mean, Peter's is still a rough one for me to get through. I like it better now than I did then, obviously, because it was such a departure. It just didn't make any sense to me as a kid. But I think if you listen to Gene's record now, there's really a lot of great songs on there that kind of got overlooked.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I think a lot of people shit on Gene's record. It's like, dude, it's a really good record. It's a really good record. Yeah. It's just it's almost like Peter's though, because he kind of took a left turn and really went away from the Kiss sound.
Too far away.
Yeah, too far away, but still cool.
Now I appreciate it. Then I wasn't having it.
See, I think maybe I loved it because it was the first one that I got. I don't know. Phil, what about you? No, the Gene. I'm talking about.
No, Gene. Yeah, no, Gene was great.
Yeah.
I think most overrated is Paul's, and I'm gonna agree that the most underrated is Gene's. Gene's takes a lot of shit. And yeah, it is very odd and it's completely varied and there's all kinds of just weird things on it, but they're really cool stuff. I think are really, really good songs. I do love Peter's as well. I love really smooth music. And Peter pretty much made a yacht rock record, which I love. Yeah. I love that music.
Great analogy, Philip. Great analogy.
Yeah, it is. And like Izzy, you had some really good points. 3D, look at that. Wow. You had some really good points on your take about Peter's record, how it's like it sounds like late 70s radio.
Yeah. It's 70s pop rock radio. It really is.
It really did.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we'll dive in. And Philip, just so you know that your check will be in the mail for giving the props to my record. It'll be $5.72 because I believe that was just about what that album would have cost in 1978.
Yeah, good call.
Will.
I'm going to side with Chad on, and this is now, mind you, this is 42 years later, where we've had ample time to digest these albums front and back.
As adults, as adults. I use that term.
As adults.
Seniors.
So I'm giving you my answer.
Where's my free pie? I want my free pie.
Right. So I'll definitely side with Chad in the context that Ace's record is the most overrated, and this is solely on the basis that New York groove was kind of driven into our heads, which technically, and I could actually be correct, it technically was the most, out of the four, had the biggest single and the most played. At least that's how I remember it.
Yes.
So while that was a Russ Ballard song, great song, wasn't Ace's.
Yeah.
But all the attention was drawn out of the four to that album and that song.
Do you know the name?
Underrated, without question. What?
Do you know the name of the band that did it before Ace?
Hello, people.
Hello.
Yeah.
The band Hello.
The band
I
Hello.
thought it was
Hello, people.
No, it was Hello. Yep. All right, sorry, Will. Go ahead. Underrated.
No, and mine, my most underrated is definitely Paul's. My God, the production, Carmine Appice's drums.
Oh, ridiculous!
Wow.
Right.
Ridiculous.
The ballad, even the ballads. Oh, God, my God, it's Love and Chains, my God, just amazing. So very underrated. Very, very underrated.
Johnny Martin.
Overrated? I don't know if any are overrated, but I actually will have to say I agree to the fact that Peter's record sounds better to me now than it did when I was a kid. Definitely, I appreciate it a lot more. But to me, it sounds like some outtakes from a Huey Lewis or Bob Seger record. It's like it's got a blues
Totally.
to it.
Yeah.
Except for when he goes disco, which he did on like 2 tracks.
Yeah, that was great. What was the second song on the album? It's right before Tossing and Turning.
I'm Gonna Love You.
Look this up.
Crap, I can't think of it either.
It's another
Matter to me.
one of the.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter to me.
That's total yacht rock. It's so good.
Yeah.
That's a good one. To me, the Gene's album, when he isn't too far left field, sounds to me like outtakes from Love Gun. A few of the songs kind of sound like Charisma to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well,
here.
keep in mind,
Love
Love You Tonight. That's the remake.
See You in My Dreams.
Yeah.
Right. And then Paul's album to me sounds the more Kiss. Maybe because it's his voice and the songs are consistent rock, and there are some riffs in there, and there are even some guitar solos that kind of sound like Ace. And
That's because it was Bob Kulick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who technically was Ace.
Yeah, right.
But Ace's album was just every song besides Ozone to me. I don't know. I'm kind of on that, but every song was just it was consistently good. So I don't know which one was actually overrated, though. To me, I mean, none were overrated to me. But I have my favorites.
All right, I'll accept that. I mean,
I just have opinions.
It's not an answer, but I'll accept that. I guess. You get a S for satisfactory. Is that how that works? Or U for unfinished?
He gets a participation trophy.
Yes, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. Brynn, what about you? I'm really excited about this.
I forgot the question.
Overrated and underrated.
I ultimately pretty much absolutely. Well, first of all, I gotta say it's hard to sit here with you guys and not want to jam. That's really hard.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, I got 20 guitars sitting here, and I'm looking at all you guys, and I'm like going, okay, who wants to start on drums first? You know, let's play roundhouse this shit. Anyway, I agree with Will almost completely word for word, like verbatim. I think Aces is overrated, and Paul's solo album for me is in my top 4 favorite Kiss albums.
Damn.
Yeah.
My
wow.
And I've never heard the yacht rock comparison, but it's killer.
Oh yeah.
I do find great irony in that Paul, and it's not being lost on anybody. I've seen it people posting it and stuff. That Paul's Soul Station is very akin to Peter's solo album.
Yeah,
right.
I've heard that comparison.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it yet, but I've heard the comparison.
Which, I mean, it is and it isn't, but you know, it's kind of interesting. But it makes sense because I got to tell you, some of my first records were like the Temptations, the Jackson 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. I love that stuff. I mean,
Well, also,
I totally get why Paul wants to do Who Child, even though I know that's not what we're talking about. Is my mic shitty?
No, you're good.
No,
No,
you sound
cool.
fine.
I hear you.
You sound fine.
Nobody's flipping. I'm usually told to shut up by now.
Well, we have.
the other thing is about Peter's record. It's kind of a precursor to what's coming with Dynasty and Unmasked as well. Like a lot of the drums and bass on those.
Producer for one thing.
Producer, exactly. Yes. Same producer.
And
that's right, Vinny.
And I think they scapegoated. I think they scapegoated on Peter. I mean, I can't believe that Paul and Gene would want to fail. But okay, they're dogging Peter's solo album, and then the next two albums are as close to that as you get. Just like there's
100%.
There's something, those lines don't go to those dots neatly. It's
right
hard to me.
Yeah. Look, like for me, the most overrated one, and I actually think this is the most overrated record in Kiss's catalog, is Paul Stanley's.
Oh my goodness!
I'm sorry. This is
going to end up in a knife fight.
It's got its high spots. But it's got a lot of low shit on there too. It's like no,
really,
no. It's just not that good. I mean, I think Paul's record is a precursor. It's the foundation of what 80s Kiss was going to sound like.
1,000%.
Yeah.
But it's just so all over the place.
Wait, so you're going to stand behind X and Sex and argue the solo record?
Goddamn right I am. You're goddamn right I am. I'll take X and Sex over any song.
You a podcast?
Yeah, it's like in LA they hand out BMWs like fucking candy. Yes, that's how I got my fucking podcast. But yeah, I'll take X and Sex over any song on fucking Paul's fucking solo record, bar none. And
you're crazy.
No, I'm right. And my most underrated, and this is no secret, it's Peter's. And I think Peter's is the most underrated fucking album in Kiss's catalog as well. Because I think not only is it the most underrated, it's the best album of the four. Not the best Kiss record, the best album. Because as you guys were saying, the yacht rock, the 70s pop rock feel to it, any of those songs, if you go back on Sirius XM, 70s on 70, hear Casey Kasem, 1978, any of those songs fit in with anything in that top 40. And,
it was definitely of the time for sure. 100%.
I know what happened. I think I know what happened here. Izzy had the wrong albums in the wrong jacket. She was listening to Paul's album, but it was his Ace's jacket.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
That's funny. That gets a Pat Fontaine laugh. Hold on. Where is it?
Yeah.
But, Brynn, we were talking about this the other night in our coffee chat about how the fact that, Ace only got one song released. I think Gina Paul only had one song released. Peter had two songs released, but neither of them did anything. Now, why don't you tell me?
Tossin' and Turn.
He had two songs released.
Tossin' and Turn was a single. What was the other one?
Matter to Me?
No,
was that it?
I Can't Stop the Rain.
I Can't Stop the Rain. Yeah,
right.
Oh, wow, okay.
If you think about this for a moment, Peter's album, you're a radio guy in the 70s who doesn't play Kiss. So the farthest separated music from Kiss actually might have the best shot at radio.
Right.
Yeah. Why somebody didn't tap into that, I have no idea.
I don't either. There's hits on that record.
Oh, yeah.
And Philip nailed it. And it's like, if I would have been, a radio guy at that time, I would have heard, yes. If I would have heard I Can't Stop the Rain and they would have said, this is the Beth Kiss guy, I would have went, yes.
Yeah.
Great correlation. This Beth Kiss guy, you make the same linear move. Beth, big hit, 76, and then go with solo albums. Well, Gene's a little too wild. I don't know what's Paul and well, Peter, let's see what's going on here. It's a linear move. You're very good point. Very good point.
Now, Brynn, you were the thing that you brought up too is about how releasing a single, and there's a difference between releasing a single and really releasing a single. And Will, I mean, you should be able to chime in on this too, being an ex record label guy. Brynn, why don't you?
Weasel.
Yeah, Brynn. But what were you saying about the difference between releasing a single and really releasing a single?
$500 cash, a gram of coke, and Asian hookers. In 1975, that's the truth.
Yeah,
that's the truth. In 1975, that's the truth. And/or you manage Led Zeppelin.
Right.
Yeah,
and
you
if
have
you
the
manage Led Zeppelin, you've got a gram of coke and $500.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an awful truth, frankly.
Brynn, did Bill ever tell you stories about what they had to, the links they had to go to?
Well, obviously, I spoke with Harris a number of times. What's his first name? The guy who wrote that book.
Larry. I just finished it.
Oh yeah,
Larry
I talked to Larry
Harris.
a number of times. Now you got to remember they did try to go to great lengths, but Kiss on the radio was a brick wall. They didn't spend tons because they didn't know. Instead, they invested in merchandise, which is purely brilliant. Purely brilliant. No competition. None.
Yeah.
Right. Well, let me ask you guys this: if Peter's album, see if they released Peter's album but they didn't do it under the Kiss logo and they like changed his name, I mean, this is just all stupid hypothetical.
They could have released it. They could have released it if they would have released it off of Casablanca, not on Casablanca. Possibly, maybe it had a shot.
Wouldn't have mattered.
You don't think?
No. Being in Kiss is a strong point. He had the voice. He had the most recognizable voice. He's the only one in the band to ever have a hit. The one shot, if he would have taken the makeup off.
Oh yeah.
That would have. That might have went.
And been like a 70s kind of crooner guy. Yeah.
Michael McDonald. Or
yeah. Right. Yeah.
I mean, I think Philip, was it you who pointed out to me once we were talking? We're like, yeah, Paul's Mark Bolan, obviously.
Yep.
Gene is Alice Cooper. Ace is Ariel Bender from Mata Hoople. And I'm like, so who is Peter? And I think it was you who pointed out Rod Stewart. And I'm like, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Each of those guys have a guy they were doing.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Yep. Well, here, all right, let's do this.
Wait, Izzy, before you jump.
Yeah.
The same could have been said for Ace at that time had he taken the makeup off.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
That may have turned the whole tide for him. Had he just gone, I have a hit, fuck it, I'm out.
Totally. Right. If I was the A&R guy, the funny thing about that Ace album, I really think New York Groove would have been my last choice as a single.
Yeah.
Because it seems so disconnected. I would have been on Rip It Out. Speeding Back to My Baby's my favorite song on that record.
Right.
Yeah, it's a great one.
I would have went like, what is this? Dink, dink, dink. I mean, I get the disco thing and all that, but it's Kiss, for Christ's sake.
Mm-hmm. Will, what were you going to say?
You're right.
No, I was just saying that, having that as a last choice of a single, he's right. But then this is where you get into this area of what I said earlier about the whole Hanna-Barbera thing. When Philip mentioned, this kind of Sugar Papa likes is in the background of the fighting sequences. Like, yeah, we laugh at it now, but at the time, a music supervisor is not aesthetically watching the movie and thinking what's going to enhance a scene to make the decision. Oh, this goes here, this goes there. But it just goes to show you that, well, New York Groove, they're from New York, Ace is singing it, let's go with that one because it's a song that he didn't write. So let's see how that takes off. And it goes into the whole aspect of how bands have utilized cover songs and they become humongous singles, humongous, gold singles, or the record has, it draws focus to the artist's album or CD solely on the basis of a cover song. Now, New York Groove is only getting traction because a member of Kiss is singing it. And as Brynn mentioned, yeah, New York Groove, that doesn't sound like Ace. I enjoyed it, but Rip It Out is Ace. Speeding Back to My Baby. You had Jeanette in the back. You had Jeanette in the background vocals. That was exciting to read in the credits and stuff. But New York Groove just had this dun 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 dun. It was
the fucking Bee Gees beat. It was a Bee Gees beat.
Yeah. So it's 78. I get it, but I wouldn't have chose that as a single. But we're talking label execs, radio people, and everything Brynn said about how records get played is 100% accurate and true. 100%. Come at me, buddy. Trust me.
Does anybody
radio
know
promo guys?
You know what?
Does anybody know if Jive Talking came out before Ace released New York Groove?
Oh, Jive Talking 75. Jive Talking's on main course.
So
75.
then there you go.
Well, yeah, I mean, but when did Ballard write it, and when did Hello's version come out?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Hello's version wasn't the hit.
Glitter era.
Yeah.
True glitter era.
That was 75.
God, maybe earlier.
Brandon Fields jumping in the chat room saying, "Izzy, no way X and Sex is better than fucking Tonight You Belong to Me. Just isn't true."
It just exactly. You're fucking out of your mind.
You're all wrong. You're all wrong. And look, there's a reason that I broadcast this live.
God, I wish Ahmet was on here right now to just bury you.
I know.
Promise me this wasn't live.
Oh, the audio's live.
I'm totally kidding.
I know. And
1975. I looked it up. Hello,
75.
It was 75.
Yeah,
there
75.
you go. I broadcast this live and I record the video. And guess who forgot to hit record on the video until about 5 minutes ago? This guy right here. So
yeah,
that's why we do it all. That's why we do all. Here is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a 2-minute break. We'll come back and we will give our we'll give our albums that we made out of the 4 Kiss records. Like I said, mine has been laminated since Trump did it, and so it has not changed since.
Call the doctor on Izzy.
We'll be right back. It's another fucking podcast. Brynn Arens from FLIPP, Chad Stewart, Faster Pussycat, Johnny Martin, LA Guns, Phil Shouts from Accept, Ace Frehley, and Gene Simmons, and DJ Will from KNAC. It is another fucking podcast. Drunken Summit. Kiss solo record strike back, baby.
Vinny Tortorich here. Hey man, if you're a fan of Izzy, you might be a fan of me too. I'm the guy that gets people to lose a lot of weight. I have something free for you guys. This is no clickbait. Just go to vinnytortorich.com and there's a big banner. It's a free PDF, how to lose weight. It's an intro guide to NSNG at vinnytortorich.com. Go check it out exclusively for anyone who listens to Izzy Presley. Thank you.
RockstarLeatherworks.com is your home for badass rock and roll gear. Featuring 100% handmade leather bands, watches, cuffs, bracelets, and more, Rockstar Leatherworks has something for everybody. Whether you are going to the show or you are in it, you can find something to fit your needs. Choose from a variety of designs or create your own masterpiece. Their bands and watches are second to none. They also ship internationally. Who needs a stage to be a rock star? Check out RockstarLeatherworks.com.
Hey ladies, Sass Pants Designs will take that band shirt that everyone has and make it your own in a flattering, sassy, and simple way. There are one-of-a-kind tank tops, halter tops, lace-up tees, and tube top dresses already in stock. Check out the online store at sasspantsrocks.com and like Sass Pants Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for special offers and custom orders. Use the code IZZY25 for 25% off of your entire order at sasspantsrocks.com. That's sasspantsrocks.com. Let Sass Pants make you the envy of the party.
Rockwood Saloon Authentic Apparel takes rock and roll fashion to a new level with their tees and tanks for men and women. They also make custom shirts, jackets, vests, pants, hoodies, beanies, and more. The Rockwood Graphics Department can design anything from your logo, t-shirt design, promo posters, band swag, and printed at great prices. From tour shirts and custom stage gear to killer threads for the street to the stage, Rockwood Saloon has it all. Rockwood Saloon, authentic rock and roll apparel for stage and street. World tour tested for quality, comfort, style, and durability. Check them out at www.rockwoodsaloon.com. That's rockwoodsaloon.com.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to another effing podcast. Who's coming up with these podcasts? Does anybody care? No, I don't. Go fuck yourself. Yes, Flask. Choose.
It's so fucking good. Craig Gass
I
is
love
just
Craig.
a fucking riot. Second half of the show brought to you by A&P Laser. It's aplaser.com. They are based out of central Minnesota. They can laser engrave anything. I've even seen them laser engrave a hot dog bun. Valentine's Day is coming up. Get your sweetie something nice, something laser engraved from AP Laser.
Like a hot dog bun.
Or like a hot dog bun. Or you can just order.
Here, honey.
You can order the Another Effing Podcast Roadie Pack, which Lori from Australia has. It is a coffee tumbler, but Lori uses it for alcohol like a good man. It has this logo on it that you're looking at right now, the retro logo. It gives you a Zippo style lighter, a dog tag, and a flask, and it can be personalized with your name on it. And I think they're just like $35 or something like that. I don't know, something like that, $40, whatever, something like that. Hit up fucking Ryan over at AP Laser and he will take care of you. And our good friend, John Palumbo, johnpalumbodesign.com. You have a band, you have a business, you need a website, you need a logo, you hit up the great John Palumbo, johnpalumbodesign.com. All right, let's get into our albums. And I'm going to go first so I can set the precedent on what it actually should be. I went at this. I went at this.
Is X and Sex first?
Yes. It's the single. It's the only song on the album, and the single is both sides, X and Sex. I went at this as if they did this as a band. So I went at with the songs like, okay, what would Ace sound like playing on these songs, and vice versa, and yada yada yada. I also went at this with the politics. The Kiss politics of the time, Phil, you know what I'm talking about.
What would it sound like if Gene would have played bass on his own album?
I know, exactly. What would it sound like
No.
if Gene played bass on the solo record?
10 middle fingers, all of them. And the politics of the time with the band, which would have been, you know, Ace and Peter only getting like limited time on the album, which obviously changed on Dynasty, but and I even went ahead and I made the back of the t-shirt. The front of the t-shirt would have been like the 4 solo albums, like the insert, like the sleeve. And I actually had Eddie Kramer producing it. So here we go. We kick it off with Tonight You Belong to Me.
Choice.
Rip It Out as the second song. Speed Back to My Baby, but with Peter singing it. Because that'd
have been good, but it would have never happened.
I know.
Whoa,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I like that.
Then we go
I do
into
too.
Move On. And the name of the album, the title track, Tunnel of Love, because Love Gun was named after Paul's favorite thing, his cock. Why not name this one after Gene's favorite thing, a vagina? Side 2 starts off with Burning Up with Fever. Then I go into Easy Thing as a huge power ballad with the 4 of them on it. Then I go into New York Groove because Kramer convinced him to do it on his solo record. He would have convinced him to do it on this record. And Love in Chains. And I closed it out because this was really, I mean, this is the beginning of the peak of Super Kiss, the just ultimate fucking networking to kids. Gene Simmons, When You Wish Upon a Star.
Okay, have you ever listened to Paul's solo record ever once?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
So you're gonna
right.
go Love in Chains? It's the
Yeah.
next to last song?
Yep.
Oh my God, what's the matter with you?
I just put together the right album.
For who? Not Kiss fans. For God's sakes.
Chad, we've heard yours because you did yours on Trump.
I'll go last.
You'll go last.
I'll go
let's
last.
let's go with Phil because he's been fighting with this.
Yeah, so I'm really proud of mine. The songs were pretty easy to pick. The order, I spent way too much energy thinking about the order and redoing it and listening to it. And
did you make a list? Did you actually make a playlist? Because I did the same thing.
Oh yeah, I listened to it. I listened to all the endings and the beginnings. Like,
Yeah.
no, you can't have. You know, I had to be careful because at one point I had 3 songs that began with a snare hit. I'm like, well, you can't have that. I gotta space those out.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So Ace and Paul each got 3, and Gene and Peter got 2. So beginning of this album is Tonight You Belong to Me. Number 2 is Speeding Back to My Baby. I did it thinking like Izzy did, like Kiss playing these songs. And Speeding Back, I thought Peter could really play that groove well. I didn't think of him singing it though. Good idea. Track number 3 is Radioactive without the intro, just the song. Track 4 on side 1 is Rock Me Baby, which is my favorite song off Peter's record. And that chord progression in the verse is really a glam rock. That 1 to the 6 thing is a big 70s chord that Kiss would have sounded great playing. And the last song on side 1 is It's All Right. And then side 2, track 1, I love a good Unchained, Light Up the Sky, My Michelle, side 2 opener. So Rip It Out, side 2, track 1. Next is True Confessions. Because if Kiss played that, I think it would have a real Christine 16 feel. Because the choruses in Christine 16 and True Confessions are super early rock and roll.
Yep.
And Kiss did like
I
the
like
lead
that.
vocal. Yeah, the Kiss did the lead vocal and the 3-part harmony answer so well, and they did it all the time.
I had never thought about that, but that's great. That's actually brilliant.
That'd be a good one. And then the third song on side 2 is That's the Kind of Sugar Papa Likes, because that's kind of the only 2 I could pick really for the Kiss record, because it had guitar riffs already.
Yep.
And then song 4 on side 2 is What's on Your Mind, which I think is kind of sometimes an overlooked song on Ace's record. It's a great pop song.
Love that.
And closing out the entire album is Love in Chains.
See?
It's a good album closer. It's a
That's at the end, dummy. Not next to the end.
look. Hey,
Jesus
I'm gonna make a really good point right here too. Going back to the politics part, there's a reason that I didn't put Snowblind or Ozone on mine, is because at that time there's no way in hell Gene or Paul was going to let a song about cocaine be on the album.
Good point.
You know,
fucking Jim's okay though.
I agree with you, but I forewent that. But anyway, that's not the point.
But I mean, granted, a song about fucking a 16-year-old girl was okay for the time.
Right. Yeah.
Cocaine,
totally cool.
Not so much.
Totally cool.
I've also come to the conclusion that the only thing is a bigger waste of money than cocaine is the gym. Johnny Martin.
That's a good one.
I didn't know that we were going to be doing this. You never informed me about it.
Yes, I did. Oh, really?
You never let me know about this.
I told you.
Let me hear
okay. All right.
Let me hear everybody's choices, and I'll tell you who.
That no.
Johnny. After Will and I's list, then you can.
I'll tell you who did it right.
Brynn is
I'll tell you who did it right.
But I don't think Brynn is going to be.
Brynn's
really
taking notes. He's changing shit.
Brynn, where's yours? Where you at, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are Brynn's?
It's bad. How many songs did there have to be?
10.
Okay.
Is it a double
I
album?
fucked up and went with 12, and I also
That's fine.
That's all right.
What I actually did is I didn't put them in order till now, but it wasn't hard to do. It would be the same order, and it makes a pretty freaking great record. I'd open it up with "Rip It Out," then into "Wouldn't You Like to Know Me."
That's good.
Into "Man of a Thousand Faces."
Like that.
Into "I'm Gonna Love You."
Like that.
Peter, yeah, the crickets.
No, it actually makes sense.
My favorite song, and it was from the get-go. Well, maybe not favorite, but I ain't quite right off of Paul's album.
Look, that's guitar solo is fucking unbelievable.
And let's give it up to Richie Fontana on that album too, the drummer for Piper.
From Piper, yeah.
He's
and Craig Cramps is on there. My friend Craig Cramps plays drums on Paul's.
Oh, you know Craig? That guy's a motherfucker.
He's a legend, man. That guy's amazing. He's a sweetheart.
Where was I? Speeding back to, after Ain't Quite Right, Speeding Back to My Baby, Radioactive, Can't Stop the Rain, Wiped Out, and It's All Right.
Okay.
It's All Right. I love that song. That's like a Stone. It's all right. But I gotta tell you, Paul's lyrics on that album are really hard to swallow. I mean, Wouldn't You Like to Know Me?
Well,
I mean, that title, I mean, if I were like ever, even when I was in the 6th grade, I mean, and I love Paul Stanley, if I wrote down, I'm going to write a song today, what should I write? Wouldn't you like, how cool am I? I'll bet you want to hang out with me. Don't you want to hang out with me? You know, it's just a little goofy.
Do you think that's the song he wrote for Desmond Child to get him
or wrote it for Gene?
Tried to write it for someone else to sideline their career.
Here's a thought. Will, before you go really quick, the song Tonight You Belong to Me. To me,
Love
that's like a mix of I Want You and Sure Know Something, because it's got that Sure Know Something riff in it.
Yes.
Well, the minute plus build up in the fucking power chord. So, boy.
I think Paul's voice at the time of the solo album is one of my favorite, I think my favorite period outside of like Dressed to Kill, like the first 3.
Yeah.
He hadn't start over singing yet. He still sounds very New York instead of New Jersey. His voice was really at, just like David Lee Roth, Eat 'Em and Smile, you know, how his voice was just at a peak on that album.
Yeah.
I think the same kind of goes with Stanley on his solo album. His voice.
I saw Stanley do the solo tour in '89, and it with Bob on guitar, and it was he was unbelievably good.
Yep, I believe it. And Gary Corbett. On
Yeah,
key.
I know. Yeah.
So,
all right, Will, your list.
Willem.
I digress.
All right. I had to rework this a little bit. There's different dynamics in terms of intros, outros, and then what leads into the next song. So go easy in my order, because like I said, I'm thinking of the songs that I like, but in order, little tough.
Same here.
Start with side one. Start with side one. For me, I'm starting off with Love and Chains.
Ooh.
Just boom.
Wow.
I initially thought about Not You Belong to Me to sort of build things up, but for what I'm thinking is right out the gate, boom, all that.
I meant that's the song I meant when I said, "Wouldn't You Like to Know Me?" I meant Tonight You Belong to Me.
Well, welcome to the podcast, Brynn. What I meant to say.
No, that is. I got the name wrong. I really did. I didn't mean to even say it out loud and interrupt Will. My apologies.
No, that's
All
okay.
good.
It made it better. All right, go ahead, Will.
All right, so Love and Chains, then Speeding Back, baby.
So good.
Burning. The fuck? Burning. My God, so sad. I'm doing this without literally looking. Thank you. Burning Up with Fever. Then Tossing and Turning.
Fan.
And then Take Me Away. One.
Love it.
Oh wow. Nice.
Side two. Radioactive.
Nice.
I have loved that satanic sounding intro forever. I've used that intro. I've used that drop for many different things. I love it. And then it goes into a sort of it just has a beat to it. But that whole intro, it's like evil. Love it. Then let's see. It's weird. Radioactive. Oh, then Rip It Out. Then that's the type of sugar Papa likes. I'm missing one here. Oh, there was one more before my last one. Hold on, guys.
Was it When You Wish Upon a Star?
Wouldn't you?
Can't Stop the Rain by Peter Criss. Can't Stop the Rain by Peter Criss. Would that have been it, Will?
All right.
The ballad?
Let's throw that in. Because
I love this. I fucking love this. This is so geeky. It's so amazing.
What you call a united Kiss front. Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
The Army.
So,
this is the Army right here.
A ballad to drop things down, and then to end the night in the song in the side two. This is how I end the night at the some of my gigs. Goodbye. It's only tonight, 'cause I'm coming back. I swear it somehow. Fucking. I'm on the road.
The bass line on tonight is unbelievable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that really hoped that Kiss was going to change goodbye to Dubai for the New Year's Eve show?
Oh yes, great.
Dubai.
Hey, at least I know I'm not the only one who actually sat through that on New Year's Eve. I'm glad that Philip, that's how you spent your New Year's Eve too.
It's like, come on, do it.
Not only that, Philip, that is a good call, but due to the nature of Dubai and their cultural aspects of why the band had to change certain lyrics, I was hoping it was a complete long shot. But if you're going to change certain lyrics, which I understand, you might as well do rip, rip, and destroy.
Yeah.
Because
totally, that would have been great.
That would have been icing on the cake.
Yep.
Am I wrong?
Joe, that would have been great.
Totally right.
What would have been funny is if they would have did rip and destroy, but yet had to change the lyrics a bit because they couldn't say rip and destroy.
Right.
Yeah. Oh God.
Johnny,
that's very meta. Very meta.
Johnny, I'm going to give you one more second here. Brandon Fields checking in again, saying, "Wouldn't you like to know me?" is awesome. That's one of my favorite Paul tunes ever. As far as the "How cool am I" comment, we are talking about the same guy who's in All Hell's Breaking Loose, did that cheesy ass intro. I am cool. I am the
breeze. I am the breeze.
Here's just quick.
And I love that song. I
do too.
I love that song.
I love that riff.
Of course.
He feels more like he's singing in that song, like he's playing a character more.
Yeah.
Where in his
it's a rap
solo
song.
Wouldn't You Like to Know
Yeah.
Me? He's actually. It sounds like he's looking in the mirror.
Was here just really quick, Johnny, before we go to you. Was that before I'm the Man? That would have been way before I'm the Man. So that would have been the first rock rap song, right?
What was it before?
Not the first, but the early one.
Oh, Blondie.
Well,
but not the first.
Rock,
Blondie.
like with
Blondie.
a metal band or rap, there's a difference. There's a difference. Rock band or metal band doing with a rap rendition.
Well, Kiss was trying to be a metal band.
Well, Lick It Up, they kind of were.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It's closer to Blondie than it is to metal.
Right.
All hell's breaking loose.
Closer to Blondie.
Yeah.
I agree with
Drums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking killed it on the drum.
Monstrous.
So your question is, it is before.
Probably Lynn drums.
It is. So it is before I'm the Man. Interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Johnny Martin, are you ready, buddy?
No, I didn't know I was supposed to do a list. I need time to do a list.
I told you.
Come back to me next week. You never told me.
Yes,
Well, there's an interesting thing that went on prior.
That's okay,
to the
Johnny. Johnny, it's all
podcast.
good.
Johnny called me with his list. He may have forgotten, but it was the same as mine, actually.
It's the same as his. That's actually my list.
Yeah, and so
Johnny, well, let me ask you this: what songs? I mean, you don't obviously not putting them in order, but what songs would you specifically put on there?
Here's what I suggest.
I love it.
This is what I suggest for Johnny.
He's doing it on the
He
fly.
should pull up the best of the
it'll
Kiss
be
solo
the
albums.
same. It'll be the same.
And jumble around the order. The
Just pick your
German
favorite
version.
songs off each record.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Just pick your
Yeah,
favorite
That's all it
songs off each
is.
I've got a couple on
Mine
here
out.
you guys didn't even do. Go, Johnny.
Oh,
Rip it
that's
out.
a song. That could be a hit. Go,
See?
Johnny. Go.
What's on your mind?
We're opening with What's on Your Mind?
No. Oh, now we're doing order. He just said to pick
No,
songs.
just-
now I got to
yeah,
pick an order.
No, you don't worry about the order.
Okay, yeah, rip it out. What's on your mind? That's as far as the A stuff goes. Maybe speeding back as well. So we got 3. Tonight You Belong to Me. Goodbye is a good one to end with. But there's another one on here, damn it. Oh, with Peter Criss? Oh, now are these supposed to be Kiss redoing these songs for a Kiss record?
That's how
Correct.
I did mine. That's how I did mine.
Yeah.
But
I
if you wanna
didn't.
do like, you don't
I
have
didn't
to.
consider that. I didn't consider that, which is a cool idea.
I know.
Okay, how about we just make mine an EP and stick with those 4 songs?
Fair enough.
The label is hurting right now. The solo albums didn't do all that well. We're just thinking EP. Will, what do you say to that? EP, does that make sense to you?
If you're gonna do a Kiss EP, then it's one song from each member. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, there you go.
Guys,
There you
we're
go.
thinking,
Yeah.
guys, we're thinking one album per person's a bit much. How about one song per person?
Yeah. It's like a mini
Or-
album. It's like an
Yeah.
album, only smaller.
So yeah,
Right.
the challenge. You gotta pack an album in a song.
Each EP color coordinated, the whole deal, but
Yeah,
one
the whole
song
thing.
and they have to write their songs, and that would be the only stipulation. No covers.
No.
Okay, mark my words. Start the countdown in 3, 2, 1. Within a year, you're gonna see 4 Kiss vinyl 45s coming out.
Yeah.
Done and done.
I think
That's Will. That's a really cool
I
idea.
think, I
to
think
add the 4.
Jamie's ahead of them on that one.
That's cool. Or maybe they've already done it. Have they already done that, Philip?
What is that? 40?
Like individual 45s, kind of like the solo albums, the Spin magazine covers. Have they put out at one time 45 singles with each guy's solo?
Yeah, they just put out the recent Casablanca singles box that came out, had all of the singles, and the cool thing about the solo records was they put those on colored vinyl.
Cool.
Oh, they
So-
did. See, I don't have that. See, I just put
Yeah.
that out there in the ether. So there you have it. See?
Yeah,
Already.
I got
The
I got the new vinyl box set. with
Of
the solo
course you
records.
do.
It's fantastic. Those are on colored vinyl
Thank
as
you.
well.
And not for nothing, but the new Faster records coming out, one original with one cover on the B side, all in different jackets, all in different colored vinyl.
Yeah.
Nice.
The new Accept record had like 10 different variations of colored vinyl.
Did it really?
Yeah.
See,
Good
I don't
time.
like the colored vinyl. It always skips for me. I just like the regular straight black vinyl. I like it black.
It skips for you. You better check. You better check your stylus on your player, because I've got Technics 1200s, and they're solid as a tank. Your stylus might need to be adjusted.
Yeah, I got mine at I don't know. I bought it at fucking Goodwill for $12. It's a Sony.
Well, that's the problem. You're getting subpar equipment for quality music. Let me upgrade your shit. I've got some extra turntables.
There you go.
Moving on.
There you go.
What you got there, Brynn?
That one does not
appreciate it.
skip
That,
for me.
that does not skip.
That does not skip for me.
That's
Cool.
fantastic. Look how good that looks.
Nice.
From our friends at
that kind
EMP.
of, that 19 what movie? Fade to Black. That reminds me of that character in Fade to Black, that movie from 1980. Remember that?
Well, no, I stole this from
That
a
is very
dude
cool.
in my neighborhood when I was in the 5th grade. He had a band, and that's how he dressed up. And I used to watch through his basement window. I think he got it from Star Trek.
It looks like a cross between Visage, the artist, and the fuck's that other guy's name? Well, never mind. That's
Ed
cool.
Gein?
Is Flip?
Ed Gein?
Flip?
Is that the other name?
No. What was it?
Yes.
Yeah, Flip.
Not important.
But that's enough of that. We were
Oh,
talking
Vic
about-
Vergot. Vic Vergot.
Yes.
All right.
So what
Here's
else?
how I'm going with my list.
You're going. All right, that's right. Chadwick.
Oh yeah, Chad's. Yep.
All right.
Okay, so
Buckle in, everybody.
I'm opening with "It's All Right." If we're doing this as a Kiss record, everybody playing as one, I'm opening with Kiss doing "It's All Right." It sounds the most band-like to me as far as an opening song.
And that would have worked live too, because they would open with the first song on the record. So that's a good opener. That's good.
Okay.
Good.
So I'm going "Rip It Out" number 2, even though that would probably be questionable. I'm going "Living in Sin" number 3 because it's the Gene and Paul show by this point, or headed that way. And that, let's be honest, I mean, as kids our age that were listening to this shit, we wanted Gene to be Gene. It's the most, aside from Radioactive, it is definitely the most demonic / sexual /
oh yeah,
it's the most Gene thing about that solo record.
And it's got Cher on it.
Yeah.
And it's got Cher on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I'm going "Tonight You Belong to Me" as number 4. And then I'm going "I Can't Stop the Rain" as number 5. So that ends out side 1. I'm opening up side 2 with Radioactive. I'm going "New York Groove" number 2 because you can't really argue how it turned out. You really can't.
Yeah.
I'm going to go "See You Tonight" from Gene as number 3. Number 4, I originally had "Snowblind," but if I'm going by Izzy's rules, probably go "Speeding Back to My Baby" because there's no way they would have gone Cocaine reference, even though "Snowblind's" a way fucking cooler song as far as the riff.
It's so great.
It's so great.
Yeah,
so
but at the
good. I
time,
love the song too.
and "Cocaine" by Eric Clapton was a huge hit in the
Right.
70s. So
Yeah, but we're talking
Snowblind's a better song.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but we're talking Gene and Paul. And
Right. No, I get it. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. We could swap Sweet Speeding out with that one. And then I'm going "Goodbye" as number 5 because that just makes sense.
Yes.
That's a good list.
Nice.
Great list.
Yeah. I didn't pick my favorites necessarily. I picked the ones that would make I think
Right,
the best
me too.
Yeah,
record. Yeah.
Same here. And that's why mine
Yeah.
is right.
You've got X and Sex on your record. Shut the fuck up.
X and Sex is
Yeah.
the record.
Yeah, that
Does Rock Hard and your fucking
Yeah.
is it the bonus track?
That is terrible. That's almost as bad as "Gonna Give Rock and Roll to You." Here's a question from the chat room. Brandon wants to know, ask Phil his favorite copy of "Creatures of the Night" on vinyl is that he owns. Must be an inside joke. I'm assuming.
favorite
Oh
copy.
yeah.
Oh, I
the Vinny cover that Brandon got me actually.
Oh, nice. Nice.
that really should be the true one. Every iteration of that album has every guitarist not on there, not named Vinny, as well as the guy's name well, Vinny being the main one, but there's literally like 2 or 3 other guitarists on there too.
Oh yeah,
So,
Rick Derringer.
Yeah,
is
Derringer's on there.
Yeah.
There's a guy that did the solo on God, I remember his name. Robin something.
Robin Ford. Robin Ford's on it.
I'm doing this without looking at Google, so this is like screech my head. Robin Ford, yes. Yeah.
Philip, let me ask you another one of the greatest Kiss songs of all time. How many times did you do "She's So European" with Gene live?
A lot.
Did you really?
Actually, yeah. When we
I've seen the Australian one.
Yeah, when we started the second year with him, that got added, and we played it almost every single show.
Oh, it's such a great
that
fucking
year.
song.
And so when we went to Australia, he made us change the words to "She Is."
I know.
So
I saw the Australian one online. It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
That's
Yeah,
fucking great.
so-
Did you guys do shit off of the 78 solo record?
We did Radioactive every show. We did "See You Tonight" once. And that's all we did. We tried to get more stuff in there. At rehearsal, we did mess around with "See You in Your Dreams." And I think we may have done "Burning Up a Fever." Just kind of jamming.
that'd have been
not really
good.
working it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I love that song.
I really wanted to put more stuff in. So Ryan and I have been cooking this up. And so I think a great tour, post-Kiss tour, would be Gene and Ace together both doing their solo records.
Yeah,
as the centerpieces of their show.
That would be fucking great.
I hope you guys get to do that. I really do.
Putting it out there. Yeah.
Putting it out in the universe. All right.
My
Brynn,
request is Mr. Blackwell, which I
Ooh,
think
another great one.
one of Gene's best songs, bar none. Right next to God of, for me, it's like God of Thunder, even though it's a Paul song, whatever, it's a Gene song, you know. And Blackwell, it's just got everything, even a Geddy Lee bass line for Christ.
I know.
Even
Yeah, it's really fucking great.
Geddy.
That's total Rush. You're right. It is.
No.
don't tell me I like something that sounds like Rush, because I just don't know if I could deal with that.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Be fine.
Could be worse. Could be X.
It's good for you.
I'm done.
X and Sex is great. All right. Brynn, you got anything to pimp?
No. I mean, yes and no. Nothing new since 1970. Same old thing. Lots of records out there, lots of T-shirts, lots of songs.
Like the one you're wearing right now, people can buy that.
Yep. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that, but nothing at the moment. Like no big release. I have a video meeting tomorrow talking about doing a video.
Nice.
Got a bunch writing like crazy. I have a bunch of new material I feel really strong about.
If people want to get this bad boy right here, the best of the worst of FLIPP, is it still available at PMP?
Yeah, it's a Google away.
There you go. 2 P's, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm ordering mine right as soon as we're done.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Thank you,
Johnny Martin, what's going on in LA Guns world? Is there anything exciting to talk about? Anything that we need to know about?
Yeah, we've got a record that we'll be submitting within the next couple of months, so we should have an album out by summer. And new Frankie and the Studs music that I'm really happy about as well.
Nice.
So you got lagunsmusic.com or at laguns on the Instagram, and at Frankie and the Studs on Instagram as well. So yeah, just trying to keep busy during pandemic season. So
Right. I think since I got you and Chad here, we should. Ace's birthday is what, April 20th, I believe, sometime in April.
Okay.
I think we should do some kind of live stream or
April 27th.
April 27th. I think Act should play somewhere. And stream
Why
it.
is there an echo? Am I the only one hearing an echo?
I heard it too.
I hear it too.
Heard it.
My fellow country men.
On stage back in February, right?
How about we all record something for Ace's birthday?
I think
that'd be
should.
great.
We're talking about?
Yeah. I like
all
that.
of us that are here right now.
I like that. I really like that. All right. So yeah, we got the Johnny stuff. We got the LA Gun stuff. Willem, you got anything to pimp? You got the KNAC stuff?
Yeah, always doing that. This 2021, when we get into December, assuming we all make it to December, hopefully that will be the case, will mark my 20th year doing the show on KNAC. So
wow,
nice.
So while that's 11 months away, I'll have something big planned around that time. In the meantime, I've got some new releases been sent my way. I have Poland metal band Crystal Viper, also the brand new Accept to Mean to Die. I've already been playing The Undertaker from that. And also the new Michael Schenker. Schenker got that recently. So going to mix all that in. Still doing a weekly show on Sundays. Yeah. And then next month doing a more of a personal project, a band I used to manage and kind of work with back in the day. They have a re-release out of a Grease label. Band's called Gargoyle from Portland, Oregon. And some of the members are still around. So we're going to conduct some type of interview to sort of plug the re-release of their album that came out on New Renaissance. And I was the first person to give them their shot on Metal Massacre 8, to be exact, when I worked at Metal Blade. So this will sort of be, 40 some years in the making. And it's sort of like a final favor from the band, now that we're in we're no longer in our youths.
I want pie. I want pie.
Brynn, I'll meet you at Perkins in a half an hour.
Exactly. So that'll be something I'm looking forward to doing, editing and mixing, and having some fun with talking to guys I haven't seen literally since 1980.
Oh, that's
wow, that'd be cool.
That's cool.
That's
great that you're able to do that, man.
Shouse, what do you got? Anything exciting?
I got tons of stuff to pimp, like always. Nice. Like Will mentioned, the Accept record comes out in a few days.
The Undertaker.
Does that start with the gong, like the actual Undertaker theme music?
It should.
No.
It really should. Thank you, Taker. So Too Mean to Die is the album, comes out in a few days. That's really, really killer. Got a bunch of new stuff at muttmerch.com, my clothing site. So go there, and good to see everybody again. I've missed being on here.
Did you stop doing your show? Your little video?
No, that's coming back on. Nice. Joey Mullen from Badfinger is my next guest.
Nice.
So
nice.
I got a bunch of editing to do.
Nice.
So
Izzy's always looking for outlets to pimp my shit. So I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Izzy's like your Canadian aunt right there. Do you still have that little show?
I just haven't seen anything posted in a while. You're doing all the Johnny Carson shit. I fucking love it.
I gotta get back.
Mr. Stewart, you're just talking about
yes, sir.
Faster.
Yeah, but I just want to tell Brynn first. When Freak came out, before Faster would go on every night, that was the song we played on the bus before we all went out to do the fucking show. So I just want to tell you how much I appreciate how fucking badass that song actually is. It's one of Tammy's favorite songs of all time and one of mine as well. So I want to thank you for that.
On my back stand up. I really appreciate that, Chad.
Of course.
I'll sleep with a smile, no question.
Faster. Yeah. Sooner than later. When? I can't tell you. I'm not in charge.
Right.
So it'll come out when it comes out. It's turned out awesome. And we're very excited about it, but it'll be here sooner than later.
Is it all Sam Bam? Is there Ace on it?
There is an Ace sighting on it. He does a drive-by. It's mostly Samuel.
Okay.
And there's some other special guests on it as well. But it's turned out very cool. It's going to be, I think, shocking to a few people as to where we've gone with it.
I've heard snippets and I dig it. Yeah, this is gonna be good.
I can't.
Thank you, Johnny.
I can't fucking wait, man.
That means a lot. And then aside from that, Bloody Mary Mix is fucking rolling out. Devil's Crown is taken off, and I have a very exciting new partnership that we're doing with a massive major artist who's decided that their foundation has decided that they want to do something with us. So that I'll be announcing shortly.
Very cool, man. Well, Chad Stewart, Philip Shouse, DJ Will, Johnny Martin, Brynn Arens, welcome to the shit show. Thank you guys. Hold on. We'll say goodbye off the air. I'm going to hit the outro music right now, which is, of course, the live version of Black Diamond by Kiss. Make sure, buy Johnny's t-shirts, bass.
Go to the Albane Depop, Albane for leather Depop to get your bass, or Johnny shirt.
There you go. Or the, do you still have the, that's right, you couldn't sell the Johnny Martin Army shirts. I should have worn my Johnny Martin Army shirt.
I was going to.
I should have wore it. Make sure you guys hit up all the social media at Real Izzy Presley, all the way across the world, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And of course, the show page is Another Effing Podcast. Click on that Shop Now button where you can buy your Izzy Presley leggings. Yes, folks, they are real.
No,
they are amazing.
Don't buy those.
They are amazing. Also, if you want to donate to the show, izzypresley@yahoo.com is your PayPal. Real Izzy Presley is your Venmo, and $ Izzy Presley is the Cash App. Of course, I accept large bags of cash as well. We'll see you guys next week. working on a guest. What might be the biggest guest we've ever seen on this show, or it might be somebody else that's really fucking cool, but not as famous as this other guy I just texted. So we don't know. If you are still listening, I'm going to open up the video room. Some of the listeners, if you guys want to come in for the after show drink party, you guys do not have to stick around for it. But we'll see you next week. Don't forget, what I lack in talent, I make up for in cock.
And scene.
And scene. Done.